Hello YouTube world, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to make a review of Shuri from Black Panther the movie. And this action figure is a Marvel basic action figure from Hasbro, and yeah, which is based from Black Panther the movie. And I bought this action figure in Toy Kingdom, one of the leading store of toys and action figures here in the Philippines. And I bought it for 500 pesos, which is equivalent to $10, right? And I really like the character of Shuri in the movie, and the actor who played the role of this character, comic character, did really a great job, right? The actor was Letitia Wright, right? Letitia Wright, and I think she played the role very well. And I like the character of Shuri, and she's the sister that every brother should have, right? Because she can get along with you. She's very funny, and yes, it's really fun to have a sister like her. And the first appearance of this character, Shuri, was appeared in comics in May 2005 from Black Panther Volume 4, number 2, issue number 2. And yeah, Shuri is a African and princess of the fictional African kingdom of Wakanda, and she's also the daughter of T'Chaka. T'Chaka was the father of Shuri and T'Challa, which we have seen in the Civil War. Yeah, African American Captain America Civil War, the movie, and we also seen T'Chaka in the first scene of the Black Panther the movie, the young version and the young T'Chaka, and which we have seen he killed the father of Killmonger. The reason why Killmonger revenge to take the throne in Wakanda. And yeah, I think I do not spoil the movie anymore because it's already 2 weeks all, and the month of February is almost done, right? So yeah, T'Chaka killed the father of Killmonger. So Killmonger promised to revenge and to take the throne from T'Challa. And so yes, Shuri is the half sister of T'Challa in his father T'Chaka. And I like this action figure, and let's take a look on the packaging of this action figure. You see, this is the packaging, the front of the packaging, and yeah, there's no features on the side of it, but on the back of the packaging we can see here there's a picture of Shuri there, and short preview about this character. Yeah, so yeah, and let's see what it looks like, and let's try to examine this action figure. And we have now the Shuri action figure out of the packaging, standing on the Solar's display stand. And I think I like the action figure. And yeah, there's so much details that we can see here, from her head to toe, the costumes, and yeah, I really like it. So let's try to examine it, this action figure closely. See that? So there is so much detail here, from head to toe, and I like how they painted white dotted on her forehead, on the top of her eyebrow, under, and even the white dotted under her eyes. And she has also the white line, vertical white line under her lips, and I like it. she has under her chin something like a part of her costume that connects from her neck, right? And most of the African people has it. I think it's part of their culture, this kind of this costume, right? So yeah, there's so much details, and I like the braided hair of the Shuri action figure. Yeah, it really looks good how they painted it, how they sculpt it. But uh, the hair is actually not accurate, because we can see that the picture here in the Shuri in the movie is really different. You can see that uh, she has hair being tied at the back of her head, and this one, the action figure, the hair is really short, right? But it still looks good, and I like the action figure, and there's so much details on her costume. The texture of her costume really looks good, and I like it, and it's so very detailed, right? I like it, and she has the look like metal, an alloy, or maybe vibranium too. I don't know. And she has this like a protection on her arm, and also here on the other hand. And she has this skirt, and I like how they put it, because it is removable, and we can remove it. Yeah, and yeah, even the skirt really looks good, and right, the texture of the skirt, good. I like it. It looks like uh, a real material. Yeah, I like it. It looks realistic, and this is how the Shuri looks like without her skirt. And yeah, we can see there's so much details, lines here, and I like that. And this color blue here on the part of her breast, and also the knee, the, the blue. Yeah, I like the texture, and even at the back of this action figure, and I like how they sculpted the butt. It looks good, right? And she has uh, printed something under her feet. Hasbro SA 2017 Marvel, and a code number here, and it's made in Vietnam. Yeah, made in Vietnam, not in China. So yeah, it looks good. This action figure is actually looks good, and by way of articulation, let's try to articulate this action figure and take this outside to give emphasis to the action figure. Yeah, you can rotate her head, right? And it cannot look up. Cannot look up. Cannot look down. There is no head swivel. You can rotate her head. I mean her hand, both of her hands. You can move her hand outward that much, and I like it. I like it. And you can bend her elbow, not that far, because it is not double jointed elbow, so very limited. And the same with the other hand, and just that far. And you can rotate the other part of her elbow here, that you can rotate, and there's no articulation on her back. You cannot move it up and down, you cannot even twist it. So yeah, there's no also articulation on her chest, and not even on her waist. There's no articulation. You can only move and kick her feet that much, and the same with the other feet that match. And there's no articulation on the knee, there's no articulation on the foot, and yeah, it cannot also kick back. It cannot. So the articulation of this action figure is very limited, but I think I like this action figure, and she has actually accessories. And let's take a look, and let's see what it looks like. And she has the two accessories which we can put on her arm, her weapons, and we have seen in the movie that there's something like an ultrasound coming out from the weapon, and yeah, it looks like a panther actually, with mouth open. And when Shuri used this weapon, the ultrasound, I don't know if that is the proper term to as far as I know, it's used to a pregnant, but I don't know what you call the, so it's the effect of the weapon, and I like it. And the same with this Black Panther, and it looks good. And let's try to put it on her arm. Yeah, there's a open slot there where you can put her hand. That's it. And the other one, that's it. And I think I like it, right? It looks good. And this is supposed to be. That's it. That's it. So I like it. And what can you say about this action figure? So just comment down below and hit like if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. So thank you for watching my video.